How would you describe what it's like to work here and the culture you want your employees to feel?
What does it mean? It means treating people with respect. It means all enjoying understanding the beauty of what we're doing, which is making craft beer, putting smiles on people's faces, the social element with craft beer, what that brings. I said to the guys, we had a meeting this last month where we brought the whole company together, and I talked about the meaning of what we do. I could have talked about our sales figures, our strategy for next year, a bunch of other stuff. And I said, no, I'm going to talk about the meaning of what I believe we do. Because I think that's really important for us to understand why we go to work every day. And I said, if you can strap a meaning to the process, then you're unstoppable. And that's what culture means to me, is understanding what we're doing and why we're here. Are you appreciated? And how you appreciate people, obviously financially you can appreciate people. We can only do so much. We're not Snapchat. But it just sort of being good people. I'm sure there's a lot of people who think I'm not a good person, but as a rule, I like to think that we're lucky enough to make decisions that are good things for good people.
And you must have ongoing staff and collaboration. Those kind of characteristics that would help define what you need.
We do. You want to get into my drawers a little bit? So we actually have a department called Cultivation.
Thank you.
With a budget. So, we took one of our steely-eyed members of our staff who've been with us forever, who understand where all the trouble is, and I said, okay, here's a budget. This is a thing called Cultivation. I want to make sure these people get ball tickets. I want to make sure that an ice cream van shows up outside the brew house when it's 110 degrees and those guys have been working on the ships. I want to make sure that someone's in hospital, they get flowers. I want to make sure that if someone needs to go and, if there's any way we can afford some sort of educational deal, we support it. Listen, that's no different to other companies. We're lucky enough to be able to do that. We didn't do it day one. Cultivation was, we knew each other. And I bump into people now all the time I don't know. And that's unfortunate. 10 years ago, I knew everybody, and they knew everything about me. And so Cultivation was just a natural community of being part of a small company.
It's harder as you grow.
It is.
To retain that culture.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But it's critical. It's absolutely critical. When the culture leaves the building, I think of any enterprise, and actually that's what happens with a lot of acquisitions. Culture leaves the building, then it's really difficult. You lose a lot. And it's a good point. It's a good point to focus on. To me, it's the most important side of what.
Yeah, it gives a connection in why you want to work here and not just the salary.
It does, but also let me also provide a counterbalance to it. It's not everything. Okay, we're here to make the most beautiful beer made on the planet. That's why people are here. We have people who drive from Michigan to interview here because they want to intern at our brewery. They want to learn how to make the best hoppy beers in the world, so they can go away and start their own brewery. So you've got to be the best at what you do. That still needs to remain paramount.